Well, living in the middle of the country, it takes us a while to get to the beach. This weekend, the beach is coming to us.
400 tons of sand have been dumped in downtown Omaha. Sand in the City is a signature event for Nebraska Children's Home Society.
And that's where Jennifer Fuller is from, also with the master sand sculptor, Willie Sapp, right down here doing his
Willie.
thing. Hey,
he's already
Willie,
hard at work.
buddy.
Jennifer, it's nice to have you here. Thank
real
you.
quick before we get into this, Willie, what are you doing here?
I am just creating a little sand castle with some sand that was mixed up with simply sand and water in order to get it to stay together, and now I am starting to carve it.
All you did, you had a 5-gallon bucket
A
of which
5-gallon
you
bucket that
dumped
had no
out.
bottom in it, and I packed the sand in it and mixed it with water and then got it kind of compressed in there, and then you take the bucket off and the sand just sits here.
Until you start carving away at it.
Start carving.
You notice in Willie's hand, that's one of the tools. Mike and I have a few others, so does Jennifer. He has a whole toolbox here of different implements that create certain effects, as detailed as you want to be. I know right now you're doing some rough cuts. Jennifer, let's talk to you about what's planned this year and how our viewers can be part of it.
We will have competition today, 10 o'clock. We have 18 local teams coming together for our awesome cause, Nebraska Children's Home Society. So the bell will ring at 10 and they will have all hands on deck creating these beautiful sand sculptures. And then tomorrow and Sunday, everyone can come out. It's a free family event to check out all the beautiful sculptures and vote for their favorite.
Can we talk about the logistics of this? How do you pull this all off? How much sand was it, did you say?
400 tons.
400 tons.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, where does this come? It doesn't come from Carter Lake, does it?
No, but
where
they
does the sand
take it when we're done.
They do
and
take it.
Yep, they
Oh,
take
wow,
it
they
when we're
put it
done.
to use?
Yeah,
How do
so
you
it's
get it
all,
in?
It's all donated to us
Do you know where
from
it
a
comes
local
from?
organization. Yep.
You know where the sand's from?
It is from a wonderful place.
He's reading Willie's shirt.
The back of his shirt, because it says it on there somewhere.
And there's a great sign there that will tell you.
Well, okay.
They're fantastic.
I'm sorry
every
I
year.
asked. I
They
shouldn't ask.
dump it.
Willie, what does it mean to be a master sculptor in the world of sand, and what's your role with these teams exactly?
Well, the term master, I'm not sure that that's really completely applicable because
Well, you're humble, and that's fine.
It just means that I've had a chance to do a little bit more than other people. So, what was the other
Mary,
part of the
don't
question?
touch his
Oh,
castle
no,
unless he
by all
tells you.
means,
I
go
wanna
ahead.
play
I
in
want
the
you.
sand.
Can you give us some
try it and
instruction,
see
though?
exactly
What do
how
I
it
do
feels.
with this knife?
You know, instead of the natural inclination is just to pull it down, but don't do that. Go sideways or from the bottom up.
Okay.
So, like right there, just take that sideways.
Is this
and
what
it
you would
pulls
want
it.
me to do in the real world, or
Yeah,
would you want me to do
absolutely.
something different
No,
right now?
that's kind of how we start out, kind of with a plan, and
I'm
then
taking away a lot. I notice you're barely taking paper thin layers away.
But I'm trying to create a little bit of detail right now, so I am creating a little bit, taking
Mary's
a little
just-
bit more. So I'm making kind of like a lighthouse type
randomly-
She's
thing.
just rounding the corners.
Which is
Is
fun.
that what you
That's-
want her to do?
meaningful.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how you start. The hardest part starting this is people, once they have their sand, they're really afraid to start cutting into it.
Can I tell you what I feel like right now?
Sure.
I feel like I'm shaving gyro meat.
Gyro meat?
Well, kind
lamb.
of.
Have you
know
ever
what
seen that? Where
Yeah,
they have
that's
the big
shave
spools
it.
of meat, and then they,
That's a very good analogy because that's what you want to do. You just want to take off thin layers and reveal whatever shape it is you're really trying to get
What
to.
are the challenges of working with these teams? Because they're not pros like you. They're coming from companies all over, and they just
Right.
have big hearts. They want to be part of it.
Right, and basically what we do is we have some training that we're fortunate to be able to share with them. We have the first class called Sand 101, and it's just kind of introduction, and that introduction is doing very much like what we're doing here. And then after they're introduced to it, then we actually have a practice day where they get together and they have their plans and everything that they're going to be sculpting, and it's kind of a trial run. So when they get started, you know, when you see people out there at the event, it's really, for most of them, it's not their first time touching sand. They've had a couple opportunities beforehand, and they've gotten to see some of what's actually being done.
Willie, how many years have you been a part of this?
About 10 now.
What's the most impressive display you've seen?
Oh, wow, that's really hard to say.
Because I've seen some of the pictures and videos from these, and they're incredibly
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, some of them are, it's hard to just figure out one, but the things that are really the most impressive are when you have what in the world of sand we call cutouts, where, like, for example, here, this would actually have a hole going all the way through it, and some of the sculptures have these giant cutouts.
They just defy physics. How do you do that with sand?
Well, it's, you know, it's a lot stronger than people think it is. Well, yeah, and people think that there's more in it than sand and water, but that's really all it is. It's just a sand and water and good old elbow grease, packing it all down, getting it nice and tight.
So, Jennifer, you mentioned our viewers have a chance to vote for their favorite.
Absolutely.
What do they do to cast?
Well, you can go online, www.standinthecityOmaha.com, pick your favorite, and you can vote online. At the event, we'll have sand dollars. We sell sand dollars for $1.
Yeah.
You plop it in your favorite bucket. And again, all that money comes back to Nebraska Children's Home.
So if this is a free event, where else are you raising money? It's not just through sand dollars, is it?
It's, well, and we ask for donations are always welcome.
Don't be shy. Listen, you have a television audience. You're allowed to make a case.
Buckets, and we suggest a $5 donation, and you get a little bucket. We'll have a big pile of sand for the kids to play in. And we can't do it without our sponsors. So.
Standinthecityomaha.com, that's the website. And all you got to do is drive down there and check these displays out on 10th and Mike Fahey Streets. It is incredible.
It's special.
And then the Family Fun Days tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow it's 10 o'clock, Sunday at 11 o'clock. Basically runs all day.
Absolutely.
Willie, can I be your sous chef?
Absolutely. Come
I don't know
on
what
down.
that's called in the world of sand sculpting, but I want to be that person.
All right.
This is really cool and great that it's back for a 12th year. Is that another tool in your hand?
Yes.
The feather
That's
duster.
our feather duster. So after you have it kind of the way you want
smooths it
then
out?
you just kind of get rid of all your little fine particles and stuff.
Yeah.
My husband's wondering if I know how to use this at home.
I see Mary using one of those every morning.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, and we hope it's a great weekend for you, Willie. Thanks for being here
Oh,
today.
absolutely.
Thanks, Willie. Thanks a
We
lot, guys.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Still ahead, a guy who's sarcastic, a bit twisted. He's quite likable,
He is.
though. Yeah, we're going to welcome Uncle Lair in about 7 minutes.
First, guidance for small business owners specific to the summer months, plus recommendations for wannabe entrepreneurs about mistakes to avoid.